Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sonam Brinson, and I hope you guys have been doing good. So it's time for the fifth lesson in my HTML tutorial series. But today, before we start today's lesson, I have a few things to say. I have one bad news and also one good news. So lately people have been asking me to do Python tutorials, so that's why I've decided to wind up my HTML tutorial series next week on Friday. So lesson number 6 on next Friday will be the last episode or last tutorial series video on my HTML tutorial series. But the good news is that I'll be starting Python tutorial series on Tuesday, and stay tuned for both of them. It'll be quite fun. Now, today, lesson number 5, we're going to learn how to put a table in your website. But before that, we're going to learn an interesting thing. We're going to learn how we can use the style tag or the CSS in a different manner. But before we start our lesson, we have to do something. Do you remember? Yes, we have to revisit what we learned last time. Last time we learned how to format text. We learned 8 tags. We learned how to make text bold, strong, italic, an emphasized text, a marked text, a small text, an inserted text, and a deleted text. So we learned these 8 tags. Now, now let's jump into today's lesson. Now, as I told you before, I'm using a lot of nows. As I told you before, let us learn how to use the style tag in a different way. So, I'll give you an example before I teach you practically. For example, in this type of example, we have 4 paragraphs. So let's say we want to make all the paragraphs or all the fonts in the paragraphs green. So how would you do that? You can obviously use the style tag in each paragraph, but that's quite time consuming. So the easy way to do it is by using the style tag in between the head tags. Quite funny, right? So how you do that is watch me. Open the style tag, close the style tag, and close the style tag, and then say you want to edit a paragraph, don't we? So let's enter, and then we open this bracket, this one. So we open this bracket, and then we close it below. We close it below, and then in between that we write what we want to edit. So I'll say color, and then this one, and let's say I want to make it green. Let's make it green. Alright, so I'll make it green. So wait, let me put that in between. It'll look a little better. Right there. So we want to make the the font of our color green. So let's see if it worked. Say run it. Let's see. See, all of our fonts has become green. So that's how you use the style tag in an easy way. But it's not like an easy way. It's just like when you want to change it generally. If you want all the paragraphs to be green in color, or all the headings to be green in color, or all the paragraphs to have big font sizes. Yeah, it's just like when you use it for general purpose. So yeah, that's it. Now moving on, now let us learn how to create a table. The first step is by using the table tag. It just means we're opening a table. We're opening a table. Alright. Now, before I teach you how to create a table, I'm going to be teaching you guys 3 main tags of table. Obviously table, but there are other 3. So, which is TH, table heading. So it is the first row, which contains what's going to be down, what's going to be like in the column, and then the second one is TD, the table data. It is the data. For example, let's say name, and then let's say the table heading is the name, and then below is if it is Sonam Brinson, and then this like this box which contains Sonam Rinchin is called a table data. So it's just a data box. And then the next one is tr, which is a table row. It just like basically creates a table. It basically creates a row in your table. So let's start. First, let's start by creating a table row. Alright. So then we obviously have to put headings in our first row. But we need more headings than one. So let's say, alright. So now we have 3 headings, and let's say for example, let us create a table for student data. Let's say we want to record data of students and the different schools. So let's say name, and then age, school. That's it. Now let's create a different row. But in this row, it will not contain the th tag because we're going to be using td because it's going to consist data, not the topic. So td. We need 3 of them. Alright, we need 2 of them. Now, first we put the name because the first heading is name. So now, Rinchin, age 14, school, okay, Western High Secondary School. Now we have a data center for 1 student. Now let's say we want to put another student. Alright. Alright, so I'm just making up names. Age 15, school, let's say alright, so it's for the secondary school. Now we have data for 2 students. So now let's see how our table looks. Let's save it and let's run it. Alright, wow, our table looks dry because it has no borders. It doesn't even look like a table. It just looks dry. it just looks dry. So now how you put a border is first using the style tag in the head. Wow, that's why I taught you that first. So yeah, let's just use it in the head. Alright, so let's say again, let's open style. Let's end style. Now what do you want to edit in, what do you want to like edit in this table? Let's say we want to edit the table first, then the table data, right? Then the table row. So we want to edit these 3. We want to edit these 3, and then we do this, and then we open this bracket, and go down, open, close this bracket, and then the style tag you use for this is border. So border, we want it 1 pixel solid black. That's it, 1 pixel solid black. So let's close it, and then let's see how it worked. Let's save it, and then let's run it. You see, now we have what you call, we have perfect borders for only the table data centers. I forgot. Wait, everybody makes mistakes, so don't judge me. That's it. Yes, let's file it. Let's save it. Let's run it. Alright, we have a uniform table now, so that's great. And today you learned how to use the style tag in a different way, but that's just for general use. And also you learned how to create a table. So yeah, that's it for today, and I will see you guys on lesson 6.